Hi Pisces, welcome to your December 2020 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. Whether you are a new subby or an old subby, I just want to say thank you so much for all of your love and support over this year, for all of the amazing growth that you have facilitated and been a part of over this year. I truly am humbled and so grateful for everything that you've done, and I just wanted you to know that. Before we get into it, I want to send you all so much love, whether you do or don't celebrate. I want to send you a happy holiday season, a happy Yule if you celebrate like me, happy Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, whatever you do or don't celebrate. From my heart to yours, I truly send you so much love. So before we start, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your December 2020, let's have a look, see for your actions and interactions with the world at large. This month you get the Ace of Swords, right? So this is about you making a clean break. I think a lot of you are gearing up to it's almost like you're going to be presented with something this year where you have a chance to leave something behind and leave it behind for good. This is going to see you making a very finite decision, and it's also going to see a lot of you really launching or going after something that you have wanted or desired for a long time. This is going to see you getting really proactive, and it's going to see you using your mind in a really powerful way. It also suggests to me as well, because this is your actions and interactions with the world at large, for some of you, this is going to be big purchase time, something that you've wanted for the longest time, something that you have needed for the longest time. This is you saying, yep, you know what, I love myself enough to buy that for myself, right? And it's not necessarily just about the superficial aspect. It's about being in that space enough to say to yourself, you know what, I work hard enough, or, I've given so much, now it's time for me to do or to give something to myself, which I absolutely love for you guys. It does suggest as well that there's something taking place with the work over this month. There's going to be a new direction that opens up or shapes up for you over the course of this month. So very exciting. For your money and materials, you have the Six of Swords. If you have been having challenges with your money, if your money's been funny, honey, this tells me that the challenges that you've had with your finances or with your money are at an end. The Six of Swords is a great card for this kind of thing, because it tends to see you it's like you're moving to better energy, to better territory. For some of you, a select few of you, this could be an overseas job or overseas work that comes up for you, which is really nice, really interesting as well. I say this because you've got the Ace of Swords, which can sometimes be a meeting or a job interview, and this is coupled with the Six of Swords. So for those of you that are already actively looking, and do you know what I mean, like this could be the time where you get a job interview. It could be the time where a job opens up for you, or you find what you're supposed to be doing, or something opens up in an overseas avenue or with an international feel to it. This is really exciting. So for your money, when it comes specifically to your money, this is going to be a great month, because you're going to feel a lot lighter and a lot brighter. For those, when it comes to your physical health and vitality, this would be all of your reproductive area. This would be a time to look after yourself in that respect. So if you're wanting to conceive, doing whatever you need to do around that to look after yourself and to make preparations, as they say. And for your home and environment, it looks like a lot of you won't be spending much time at home. I don't know whether this is because you've got so many invites to be in other spaces and places, which is exciting, because I know a few Pisces, and we are currently in lockdown here at the moment in the UK until the 2nd of December. And as I intuit it, I'm not entirely sure that date is going to hold. I think it may very well be pushed back. I hope I'm wrong, but yeah. For your communications and conversations, you have the Two of Wands. Love! Look at this, right? And this is why your money is improving. The Two of Wands tends to be a card of action, improvement. It tends to be a very powerful card for getting ahead or moving forward. You've got this coupled with the Six of Swords, and that bodes very well for your finances, for your work, for your profession. This looks like either some sort of new role or some sort of new responsibility, but it's not just the new responsibility, it's the money that accompanies that as well, right? So this is exciting. This is really, really exciting. It also suggests as well that some of you are connecting with someone or meeting somebody this month. You could be connecting with, you know, maybe like a handsome stranger. You could be interacting with somebody that's like, you know, maybe from a foreign culture, maybe, do you know what I mean? Like, this is somebody very, very different from you. So, and we're not even in your love sector yet. So this is exciting. There's lots of flirtatious energy around. And then you got the Hierophant. I love this. One of my sisters is a Pisces. So if you're watching this, honey, it might be your time. For your, I love it. I absolutely love it. So the Hierophant card at its base level, when you're talking about this in terms of love, it actually represents your commitments. It represents real commitments and commitments that can very often go on to become marriage. You know, because it's the tradition, right? You know, it's the traditional look of things or the traditional outlook of things. So you know, for those of you that are single, if you are meeting somebody this month, this person could end up being something very, very special for you over the course of the long run. If you are seeing somebody and have been for a while, this is going to be the month where you make it official, where it becomes, you know, it's no longer a fling, it becomes a thing, which is amazing, right? Love that. What it also tells me as well, for those of you that are already partnered or married or in long-term relationships, this is you guys making some big plans for your future, and it's also going to see you guys talking about where you're kind of going from here. And for a lot of you, I actually do feel like this is going to be an actual move. This will be you gearing up to make like a physical move, so to speak. Let's check out your weeks of the month. So for your first week of the month, you have the Tower card right underneath the Ace of Swords. So you might be making a really big decision here in the first week of the month. And I think you may be surprised as well by the information that comes up or the direction that you end up choosing to go in. I think in a way this could see you being very very proactive. I think in another way as well, it could see you making a decision that maybe shocks a few people. Maybe it even shocks you, you know, maybe there's a part of you that's like, well, I expected to do this, but I ended up doing something completely different. So, you know, interesting and exciting. Underneath your money, you have the Death card, right? So that's literally, for me, because it's there with the Six of Swords, that is, as I would call it, that's the end of the financial challenges or difficulties, and it will come relatively easy. I don't think you'll be expecting it to be what it is. Now, one thing that I do need to talk about here is the interruption. For those of you that have been with me long enough, I always talk about what is... So when I see a world event in a general reading, I call them interruptions, and I can't explain how. I just know that when what I'm seeing speaks to the wider world stage, it's for that, you know, it's not specifically for that sign. We've got the Death card with the Six of Swords, and the Tower is close. There's a few things that could happen here. One, and I touch wood and I pray that I'm wrong. One, this could be a death by sea, so on the water or over the water. You know, it could be a ship, it could be something of that nature, or you know, I truly hope that I'm wrong on this level. It could be something like a tsunami or a hurricane, you know, that I think we're going to see. And you know, the funny thing is, the way that I'm looking at these cards and I feel it, it's going to come really suddenly. It won't be something that anyone sees coming. It will just be quick. You know, I'm sorry to have to give that news. You know, on a personal level, like I said, slightly different, because this for me is the end of the financial challenges or hardships that you've faced. For your third week of the month, you have the World card, right? And it's really interesting because when you look at this card, in his hand he has the world, right? And that's why it's such a powerful card. And then you've got the world card there in the 3. That kind of tells me everything that I need to know as well. This is great, right? This third week of the month is going to be very powerful for you. I think it's going to be a wonderful month for you, especially that third week of the month. I think your holiday season, like specifically the week of the holidays, I think you're going to have a wonderful time. I think you're going to be feeling very grateful. And I also think that you're going to be getting some news that you just didn't expect. And when it comes, I think you will be really pleasantly surprised. And then for your 4th week of the month, you have the Devil card underneath the Hierophant card. So what I can tell you is that the person that you are meeting is very likely, the person that you're meeting or connecting with is very likely to be an earth sign. This would be a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. Because you've got the Devil card coupled with the World card, I'm edging more towards a Capricorn, but you know, not set in stone. But yeah, interesting. Now, for those of you that are single, that's you guys. For those of you that are partnered, this kind of suggests that you and your partner could be overindulging together. You know, maybe you're with the family and you're just not talking to anybody because you're too busy canoodling in your own sort of thing. It could also suggest as well that, you know, maybe you just do take it too far. Maybe both drink too much and, like, you know, I just think you guys are going to be so much in your own energy, in your own element, that other people might feel a bit isolated. So just try to find a way to include others, all right? And for your key to the month, you have... You got the 2 of Swords, which and its tagline there is peace. So this could be a very lovely month for you and a very peaceful month for you. And actually, like, you know, so whatever comes to an end or comes to a close this month, let it go, let it or they go, like whoever it is. And just, yeah, allow yourself to be in that place. Also, this would be a time for you to trust your decisions. And then look at this, you've got the 2 of Swords and the 2 of Wands. Two wands in the tarot. That is an accord, a contract, a pact, a connection, a collaboration, or a relationship. So this could be the month. You never ever know. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Before I go, I want you to ask yourself, we know what the challenges have been, but what has 2020 brought to you? What has it given you? What has it brought into your life? What has it improved in your life? What has it allowed you to do or allowed you to be? What has it allowed you to achieve? These are the things that you really want to stay focused on and tap into that energy of gratitude over this whole month, all right? And then obviously keep your eyes peeled on that grand conjunction that takes place on the 21st of December, which is going to be a very powerful day. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have an amazing time, have an amazing year. Like I said, a happy holidays, happy Yule, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. Take care. It's been an honor and a pleasure to serve you over this year, and I can't wait to continue to do so into next year. Don't forget to check out your 2020 taroscopes. You have a life path number reading and a sign reading. So, you know, as if one wasn't enough. Take care, and I'll see you soon.